Greetings to everybody. Greetings, man. Greetings. At the beginning of the program, the boss said, people don't look to be warmed up. Everybody's sitting quiet. It still looks like people are sitting quiet. I've been cold, and I don't want to be cold anymore. So I'm bringing a different action on board. My action is a mood action. All right? Okay. When I say lifestyle creations, you say Zoh Zoh'S Ghana. Lifestyle creations. Lifestyle creations. Zoh Zoh'S Ghana. Yes. I made an adventure series. At the age of 21, I was a maths teacher in a little village in Ghana here. And I made an adventure series around the world, traveling. And I ended up in one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Last country in the world. They probably don't like you saying they are the last country in the world. And it's New Zealand. They call it Down Under. They say they are the first country counting from the bottom because they are 12 hours ahead of every country. That is where my story is. I left these shores over here with a little drum, with a wood, and I came back. I left here at the age of 26, I came back at 40. I left with a piece of wood, and I came back with a new briefcase. And this is my case over here. And my case is written on it, Lifestyle Creations. That is my story. Now, let's get onto the page here. You see, 56246. That is a number everybody needs to write down. And when you put it down, you put the US dollar figure around it. We'll come back to that figure, okay? Yes, that's me right there. This is my story. I never planned to be in this business because my adventure series did not take me to New Zealand to be in this business. But my inspiration will bring you to the story. It's written there, Westland Milk Products. And Westland Milk Product is coming from a little town in the west coast of New Zealand called Hokitika. That's where they produce milk. But I found this piece of wood in Ghana here when I was doing my hustling, coming back to Ghana. Nature as a resource. Now, let's all have a look at this. You see this beautiful thing over here? This is in Africa. This is not anywhere else. And we are talking about green. When we say green, not many people understand it. People use the word green, just green. I mean, we have people to the highest academic level that sees green and still don't understand it. Any business that protects the environment is a green business. Lifestyle creation, Zoh Zoh'S Ghana. Any business that protects the environment is a green business. And that is what we are talking about. So this thing over here is representing the ecosystem, nature. It's a natural collection of the ecosystem. And everything is in parasitic chain. We all depend on each other to survive. So the trees are there, the rivers are there, the humans are there, everybody. But when you look, everything is so peaceful and everything is so beautiful. When people take pictures from overseas, what you see at the background is so beautiful, and it's just nature, and it always looks green. That is where I want us to take our mind to before we come to the main subject. Now, look at this. Everybody knows this, right? That's firewood. It comes from nature. So, I am going to tell you the story of the triangulation, how everything works with nature. Okay, have you been to the Palace Mall before, Art Deco? When you go there, you see a chandelier light hanging from the sky. This is firewood. This is firewood from Ghana. Doesn't come from anywhere. This is what green business is about. If you are harnessing nature, if you can look into nature, you can find a lot of potential business just around you. So that is a chandelier light coming down like that, made from firewood. Now, you see me. I'm in the market now. This market that I am looking at something over there. Pallet is a shipping material that comes to the shores of West Africa. Anywhere around the world, you find pallets over there. But because there is ethics in this whole business, you have to ask yourself, can every wood or would every pallet be usable? So, part of my company that I study the wood, and I study certain codes that are on the wood, whether they are treated, pressure treated, or heated. And that's my secret, to make sure that the product that I bring into the market does not create a problem for ourselves. That's my hustling. That is a hustling right here. I go into the market and I do a big hustling. And I look through. The people that sell the pallet don't understand why I look through, because when I get there, the first thing they want to say is, hey, Charlie, hey, Rasta, hey, yes, ebiwa. But I keep quiet and I just look through because I know what I'm looking for. Now, I want to talk about industrial symbiosis because this is what I bring on board. Wastewood magic is what I brought as a phrase today here. But I don't only work with wastewood. I work with any reusable material that I find around. It's just that wood is the frontliner. So I go to scraps yard. I go to the metal yard. You see me driving in my pickup. Rasta with a lot of different things in his car. Nobody knows what he's after. Just maybe say, you get what I mean? Yeah. Yes, man. But the thing I'm doing is there's so much money, there's so much opportunity in the green business in Africa that I see, but other people don't see. This is the game changer. This little thing here is the game changer. It's a mobile cart. It's a cart we use to serve drinks. You can use it at birthdays, parties, beach, everywhere. When I say this is a game changer, this is how the story began, how I entered into this whole wood thing. I left the shores here and I went to uni. And in the course of the struggle, I changed. I left uni. Then I went to radio school. Then I finished that. But when I got to New Zealand, the drum I was holding, which was made of wood, gave me my first job. So I became a teacher, a lecturer in dance and music, African music. I did that and I created a band. My band played in New Zealand for almost 14 years. And I opened for late James Brown before he died. I came back to Africa, Ghana, with a passion to come and drive the music industry and change it and make it a valuable thing, add value to it. But the struggle was too much. I wish the Ministry of Performing of Creative Arts would be here, because I'm telling you a story of a creative giant. I don't only just exist in music, but I came to also rediscover myself. And I realized that there is a lot in me that I can impact my world. This creation here was for my little sister. I came back. She had finished a chef school, and then she said, "Oh, me pese me ye juma or golden tulip. Me pese me ye juma, me ye juma." So I said, "You know, if you finish the school, why don't you, start cooking something here?" Then she was like, "No, I don't want to do that." I said, "Well, okay, you know what? I don't know anybody in Ghana here to go and look for a job for you. So what I can tell you is, just put your skill into use and let me see." So she started cooking. I said, "If you cook and the food is good, I'm going to do something amazing for you." She cooked. First week, food was gone. Second week, food was gone. Then I said, okay, then maybe I should do this. All along, I keep coming to Ghana in and out. I see this wastewood. But this time around, I was like, you know what? What if I use this small, thrown away wood to create something for her as a package so that it becomes well defined, cleaner, neater to sell? So I did this. And when I did it, there was this man who had by then come to a hotel in La Villa Boutique Hotel in Osu. And I was walking with my partner. My partner went to talk to him, just at the lounge over there. And then he said, "Oh, I'm a photographer from the New York Times. And I'm looking for people with cool arts, stuff that they do." And he said, "Oh, my husband, talk to him. He's crazy like that. He has some stuff in his mom's place." So the guy came to talk to me. And I was like, "Okay, what is he?" He said, "I would like to come and take a photo of your wood art piece that you've done." Like a joke. He came to the house and then took a lot of different types of photos and then went away. I thought, okay, yeah, man, it's another white boy who has come around, he's doing his thing and he's gone, So that's it. 2 months later, a friend of mine called me from New York. "Hey, Charlie, you there for New York Times inside, though?" I was like, what? New York Times? I'm not in graphic here. I'm not in state. Bro, I'm not in any community newspaper here. You're talking about New York Times. Yes, you are in New York Times. What happened? Oh, they found an article of this guy with a pallet doing a cart and all that. So I look at it, send me the link. I look at it and I was like, wow. So I told myself, maybe I have given birth to a new thing. And therefore, I have to continue. I'm not going to bore you too much with the story because the story is a long story, but we have to continue. So then I move on and I created the next giant that I needed my sister to move away from using the smaller one to the bigger one. And this is what is representing something I call the industrial symbiosis. That this giant over here is a collection of waste material that I have used to build this food truck. And this food truck is self-sustainability, independent. It has it's solar powered, so you can go anywhere, pack, sell your food, do everything inside. So when you look at the line of production of this, there is metal work, which we call the metal chassis, that has been produced. So if you see me at the scrap metal yard walking around, Rasta walking around, Rasta is looking for something goldy. Inside this truck, there is a plumbing system because there's water flows in it. Inside the same truck, there's electrical system. Inside the same truck, there is a jack-off point that you can use a generator to power it. This is a company on its own, has a production line in different sectors. This is why I said that I wish the Ministry of Creative Arts is also here. This is how we change the game. Technological revolution around other parts of the world was not done just by people just sitting in the classroom. It was made by people like us that emerged from nowhere. That is it. Now, you look at this. This is another thing. I took it to the next level. I have done so many things. Then I decided, let me take it to the next level. Let me change the industry. Let's get into housing. Let's get into restaurant. Let's get into things that looks almost impossible. Let's change the concrete look into a natural look with waste. And this is what I came up with. This is my current project I am building now. I am building it as a cruise ship on land. And 95% of every wood you see here is all waste wood. 5% Ghanaian wood. If you ever drive from School Junction heading towards Medina, Salibotri, I'm talking about Salibotri, and you look at a complex of a building, there's a Manya Krobo Rural Bank in there. Yeah, and you look on the side, you'll see it has not been launched yet because I am still working in the interior. This is all waste wood. This is the interior. And you see the couch over there. It's a couch. It's all waste wood. The only thing I did was to give the leather man a chance to come and add value to the product. That's it. Now we go to creativity, challenges, and adaptation. This is where the story is. Yeah, you see, I'm trying to do some deal over there. You know, it's always a struggle. The money and blah, blah, blah. Yes, but we're going to make it happen. Now, I have a truck. This is my truck. I carry every wood everywhere by myself. Because if I engage the tricycles and the rest of them, I'll run out. And even this, the wear and tear on my car, I'm already gone. My car is not even here now because it's sitting at home. Something is wrong with it. These are some of the challenges that we have in the industry. When you want to create, when you want to let the product comes out, this is what happens. Now, all the story that I have told you now, till now, the cruise ship that I am building now is 70 feet by 17 feet. I am building this with artisans with no skill. When I say no skill, they will throw a hammer and miss the nail. So I am doing training on the job. They are apprentices, and I'm paying them to stay on the job. Otherwise, my vision cannot come true because they don't understand how to even go into apprenticeship. The youth are too busy behind the computers trying to scam or to change money from somewhere. So, as we sit here today, we need to start changing our mind from the bureaucrat world to the technocrat world before we can build Ghana. We need to create certain thinking for the youth to understand. So these are the challenges I go through. So I am teaching him everything, and I'm standing there. And I have to go make the money too, and then pay him. Otherwise, he goes back to his village. Or you see him at the traffic light and he's begging. Because at the end of the day, Rasta self, the thing way they do, I know they understand. Do you understand what I mean? It's not only him who does not understand what I'm doing. That's what I'm talking about, adaptation. Even for them to be able to identify the need for this, they don't get it. And it's the same thing that is also on the other higher levels. So if I walk to any bank and I'm telling them, before I get to the bank, one, I am not dressed up properly, okay, because I'm on the job. Two, I have Rasta and I'm walking into the building. There is certain perception already. People have drawn a line already, okay? So I go into the bank and I'm standing there like this and somebody's talking. You see? So, man, you guys are bald-headed guys are free, man. But I think... These are one of my boys. These are one of my boys again. And that is, how do you call it, my workshop. And this is my workshop, and I'm giving them training. You can see over there. I don't work with too many machines. I work with basic tools. And I identify this from the scratch when I have the first few people with me. The thing is, our boys or our people like to give excuses every time. So when you train a Ghanaian boy or a Ghanaian youth to use a machine, the day the light goes off, that's it. Once you call him, oh, Charlie, I'm a light off. So I decided, you know what? It's not going to be light off in this game. We would have to go back to nature, how we used to do it in ancient times, how our people used to do it. So I don't encourage too much machines. I like people to come up with their creative, cognitive style to produce things. As you know, as much as that I don't want them to go for the machines, I still do want to use machines for productivity, to efficiency to be higher. But it is just because of the attitude. So when the attitude is changing, then I'm adding the machines. Because then I have already inculcated in them the process of being able to use your hand without not only to be dependent on a machine. That's a construction there. I don't go on site and sit down. I go on site and I work. I call myself as a, a creative artist entrepreneur. So I'm part of the workers. I go there. I don't dress up and then go and stand there. No, I want to be doing the work, because when I'm doing the work, they will follow the trend. That's it. That's one of my boys over there as well. Okay, so you look at the construction from the top, and you look at the bottom over there. The finishing of 90% of everything is waste wood. But you look on the floor, and you see that wood over there is not waste. That is Ghana wood. That is Ghana wood. Wood is good. Wood houses are good for our health. Only if we can practice sustainable forestry practice to make sure that we can produce a lot of wood that is good, then I will say that I can bet you, let's venture into the next housing, cheaper housing, and use wood and see. You realize that a lot of people will build nice wooden houses for themselves in their villages, and they will never struggle to go and find money to go and buy cement bags upon cement bags upon cement bags. That is why when you go to the Western European countries, you see a lot of wooden houses. If you have ever stayed in any of them, first you think it's concrete until you hit the wall and you hear boom. You say, I'm not that way, you know. Yeah, that's me. I'm thinking, man. Yeah, it hates me. I'm thinking what to do next. Cash, stories. Somebody has given you a job, you haven't finished, your payment has come to pay your workers and all that. There's too much. I don't have anybody financing it. I don't have anybody coming in. And Rasta, yes. So, yeah, that's my workshop over there. And even when you look at my workshop, you see I'm sitting down over there. And then you look at the corner there, it's wood piece that is sitting on a concrete. The wood has been jacked into a concrete. You can never move it. It will never spoil, never go nowhere. That is why I say that waste management, Zoom Lion is here, right? Yes. Zoom Lion, if you like, I give you a bet. Come for me. We sit down in a room and we take Accra contract and we do new bins. New beans. And I bet you, no human being can move the bean. They cannot take it to your house and go and put it there. I'll give you permanent bean for life. I give you the challenge. I'm still at my workshop doing my hustling. And then hustling goes on. That is us building a new track. We're building a new food track now at my workshop. It's going to Kumasi. That's where the story is going. That's it. And this is all waste wood. You can see it there. Look at my workshop there. It's all, everything is just, this is all waste wood. Now you look at this. I am using waste wood with a wheel. And that wheel is a steering. It's a steering I'm engineering to push into the cruise ship. So this is how my brain works. My brain works as an inventor. At the same time, making sure I am in tune with nature and protecting the environment. So anything that I can see from point A and point B that can interconnect and make sure that human solutions are being solved and still protect the environment, that is lifestyle creation for you. Lifestyle creation, Zoh Zoh'S Ghana. Now you see on the wall over there, when I'm working on the job and I cut and I cut and I cut, all the pieces of wood on the floor, I don't throw them away. They become an interior decor. So if you are using tiles on your wall and you are bored, you call me to your house. You are using tiles on your walls in your office and it's so boring to you, you call me to your house. I'll turn that wall into a magic. And that is what I am doing in this particular process here. I am cleaning. I work like just any worker. I just don't get paid much. They get paid. They get trained. That is it over there. That is a wall over there. If you look at that angle, there's something that is looking like something. Who can tell me what is it? It's map of Ghana, right? Yeah. And there is, it's like a door in there. Yeah. This was done with the inspiration of the lockdown. Ghana is closed. Continental waste economic revolution. We are effecting a change in the world, and this change must be global, and it must start from a concentric approach. That is starting from our country to the next country, to the next country, to the next country. So what I'm doing here now is to go to the next country, to go to the next country. So let's see. Switch Africa Green. Our boss is not here, but I have some people from Switch Africa Green that are around here. We went to Uganda, and for Switch Africa Green. Africa is already green by sight, but we are switching Africa green because something has gone wrong here. You understand what I mean? Yeah. So this is Switch Africa Green in Uganda. But I did something there. My colleagues left me, and I headed to a town called Barara. Barara is 4 hours away from Kampala. And my idea was, once pallet, wood, waste wood is in that country, I can go and do something there. So I went by myself. And I went to the Coca-Cola factory in this little town. And we went there, and there is a lot of pallet over there. The people have never used pallet over there before. It's just there, they don't have anything about it. So we say we are going to do a biodigester toilet. But the structure is going to be wood. And this is the process. 5 days in Barara, we came through. It was raining. It rains there a lot, and it's very cold. But I was still in it. See, I had no tool. I was using one piece of wood to take the other wood off. That's what creativity is about. If we are mirroring ourselves as the image of God, and God is a creator, then that means that yourself, you have a creative spirit in you. Everybody has a creative spirit in them. It's just the right time to bring it out. Nobody knows. We are coming together slowly. These guys are from Uganda, from Barara. So they work with me on the project. Look how the wood is now turning. Now the story is the same everywhere. You see the guy? It was the guy driving me around, man, trying for me to go and get my wood and all that. So the story is not that different. The story is the same. But it's only us that can make our nations great. Nobody can do it for us. Now you see, I am doing something with this concrete over here. Because I'm trying to find human solutions. Green says that you protect the environment. But because we are finding solutions and we are on the way, we can't always be perfect. You have to integrate and move on slowly until you can face or fade things out. This is going to be part of the project for the biodigester to take place. I can show you all the video, but you see at the end of the day, there is a beautiful seat over there that you can sit on. Toilet in Ghana is a problem. If you ever Googled before, I was a guy that came to Ghana and I played a song, excuse my language, but for the purpose of the green, I say, I want shit. And when I said I want shit as a title of a song, I got into trouble. People say, that's the boss saying, I want shit. Do you get what I mean? I want shit, pa. I say, yes, but if you go on our main road now, fly down to Tudu, how many public decent toilets do you find en route? 0. So I want shit. And there's no shit. Do you understand what I mean? So I came and I provided a solution. Now, I came to talk about it. But now, I have the solution. And this is one of the solutions. This was in Uganda. Let's bring it back into our country here. Use waste food and create nice, beautiful toilet in communities for people to... That's me there. That's my guy. The product that he's holding in his hand was right invented in the garden. That's the secret code for the biodigester to take place. I am done. I left my journey in Uganda. I'm back to Ghana with my briefcase. And this is my story.